Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims Info and Thoughts video. This one, however, is all about The Sims 3, because we got some potential news here regarding the 64-bit version that was supposed to come earlier this year, but has been delayed. So it started off when I saw some people on Twitter saying how the system requirements for The Sims 3 on Origin have now been updated so that for the PC operating system, instead of Windows XP, it says Windows 7. I don't believe anything else has changed here, or at the moment anyway, but it is also worth noting that with the Macintosh system requirements, it says that this game will only run on Mac OS versions that support 32-bit applications. The reason for this is because when Mac OS Catalina came out last year, it actually only runs 64-bit applications. It does not run anything that is still on 32-bit. So if you try to run The Sims 3 on Catalina right now, it will not work until the update is out. So this made me think, well, even though the update was originally only planned for Mac, that it might be coming to PC as well. And this is also supported by a chat that Will XR had with an EA support rep. It starts out with Will asking when the approximate timing is going to be for players receiving the 64-bit update, and they reply saying, "Oh, it's nice to see your love for the game and I can understand the curiosity. Don't worry, I'll help you with the info. However, I would like to inform you that yes, you're right, there's a planned update for 64-bit Windows and Metal OS Max. It was supposed to be released in the early quarter of 2020, however, due to the current ongoing situation, probably talking about the pandemic, it's being delayed indefinitely. So at the moment, there's no official announcement or update on it." They also do add that we will hear more about it soon. But let's go back to the original announcement in October. So the post reads, "Dear Simmers, if you currently play The Sims 3 on Mac, pay close attention to this announcement. Earlier this year, Apple announced plans to phase out support for 32-bit applications with their new Mac OS Catalina. Due to this change, we will be releasing an updated version of The Sims 3 that will be compatible with the new Mac OS, The Sims 3 64-bit and Metal. We will also be making all DLC content available in this new format as well. The Sims 3 64-bit and Metal will be available for download via Origin. We don't have a release date for when Apple will release Catalina. However, if it occurs before The Sims 3 64-bit and Metal is out, and you decide to update your Mac to Mac OS Catalina, you will not be able to continue playing The Sims 3 until after we release The Sims 3 64-bit and Metal. Once the 64-bit and Metal update is released, you will have to uninstall your current version of The Sims 3 and packs before reinstalling, and you will not be able to patch your existing installation. We will post more detailed instructions when we make this update available. You will not lose your progress in the game, and you will keep all the extra content you have acquired over time." Oh boy, this is going to be a pain to reinstall all of the packs all over again, and all of that Sims 3 store content. That'll be even worse. But yeah, that actually is pretty good that I thought of just going through the original post, because I completely forgot that is going to be a thing when it comes to the release of that version. I also saw an answer from Maxis Joe recently on Answers HQ about this 64-bit update, and he says, "Time keeps on flying, where does it all go? Tradition says I should hit these points. Yes, we're still working on this. I know waiting is hard. Yes, I know that we're no longer early 2020. Sometimes things take longer than the original estimates. Yes, we know you want this right now. Please see the first bullet. There's been good progress since the last update, but there's still some challenges. We're working on them. Thanks for your patience. Stay safe." And this was originally posted 3 weeks ago, so while it's not as recent as that customer support conversation, it is still a pretty recent statement. So that is good to hear officially that yes, they are still working on this. This is not canceled or anything. it's going to be coming even though it's a lot later than they originally planned, but it does seem like that it is because of the pandemic, and I am not surprised that this would have a lower priority compared to, say, finishing The Sims 4's packs and free updates and keeping that going before, like, focusing on The Sims 3. So there's probably just, like, a few people working on this Sims 3 update in my estimation anyway, so it's not really moving all that fast. But when they mentioned that all the DLC is being updated to be compatible with 64-bit too, it gave me a little bit of hope that Isla Paradiso is going to run better, because that one, yeah, in the Island Paradise expansion pack, that world is pretty well known to be just, yeah, really laggy, though you can make it better. There are some things that were found to be wrong with it, like there's a houseboat I remember that is pretty glitched. There was a door that I think was set wrongly as the front door that also caused some issues, and I think there were some spawners that were underground at one of the pre-made resorts, so you could still fix some things. But yeah, I don't think they'll fix that specific stuff, but maybe it'll still hopefully run better anyways on a 64-bit version of The Sims 3. But it is great that this update appears to be coming out for both PC and Mac, since just giving it to the Mac players would be a pretty small section of the player base, while the Windows users for once would actually have a technically worse performing game than Mac. It's usually the other way around, I think. It would also still be pretty good timing if they managed to release the 64-bit and Metal update by the end of 2020, because I've noticed, especially recently with all the backlash against The Sims 4 Star Wars Journey to Batuu game pack, that more people are going back and playing The Sims 3, so it would be pretty funny to see EA give a bit of support to that, to those people who still prefer playing The Sims 3 over The Sims 4, and make The Sims 3 run better. I also hope that with the 64-bit upgrade, it will make The Sims 3 perform more consistently across computers, because I've heard stories of people running The Sims 3 really well on kind of like lower-end machines, and people having high-end computers and The Sims 3 still not running that well. I am actually playing The Sims and pretty much all of my games on my iMac, but through what's called a boot camp partition, where I have Windows 10 installed on it. So The Sims 3, it runs pretty well for me, but it does sometimes pretty randomly have these moments where it freezes for about a minute, and it makes me scared that the game is gonna crash, but it doesn't. Then the game just picks up again. So it's still not perfect, and also it feels a little weird when I just like move the camera around. I don't know, it just doesn't really feel as smooth as The Sims 2 and The Sims 4 run for me. It would be pretty awesome to see those random freezes go away with a 64-bit update, and I would not be surprised if that's part of the challenges that they're facing with this update. And that wraps up another Sims Info and Thoughts video, so feel free to let me know in the comments section below if you're looking forward to this 64-bit update for The Sims 3, and be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest content from The Sims, Paralive, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!